Anyway, let's roll our next segue for your story.
All right, man. Our story is going to be Hurricane Melissa. We are going to talk about...
I'm going to tell you a joke.
8 to 10 minutes. Okay. Right, you're going to tell me a joke. We're going to talk about Hurricane Melissa, which is torn through Jamaica, and it's on its way to other parts of the Caribbean. It's already torn through, actually, most of those places. On its way to Bermuda now. And we're updated from USA Today. Hurricane Melissa live updates, it says. At least 30 dead as storm heads to Bermuda. Pau Nguyen, Janine Santucci, Doyle Rice, Diana Boyles Pulver. 4 people writing this. So there was
We have all the experts we're going to need for this hurricane story.
Oh, well, you should see the bylines for the NBC stories and everybody else. They had like 8 people. So they're reporting from all over the place. I want to go to the Caribbean. I want to go to the Caribbean. I don't know. They probably have reporters on the spot, but this is from, this is from USA Today. Parts of the Caribbean were slowly surveying the extensive damage caused by Hurricane Melissa on Thursday after a storm brought destruction to the region and left dozens of people dead. Could have been a lot worse. For sure. Melissa tore through the Caribbean as one of the most powerful storms in history, made landfall in Jamaica on Tuesday as a deadly Category 5 hurricane. By Thursday morning, the storm had weakened as it passed through the Bahamas and makes its way towards Bermuda. The National Hurricane Center warned that catastrophic flash flooding and landslides would continue in portions of the region. The hardest hit areas include Jamaica, Cuba, and Haiti, where damaging winds and severe flooding destroyed homes and tore down utility poles. Local authorities had begun rescue and recovery operations, but efforts were hampered by widespread power outages, communication failures, and blocked roads. The death toll was also growing across the region, with more than 30 deaths attributed to the storm in Jamaica, Haiti, and the Dominican Republic, as authorities continued to assess the number of casualties. The devastation caused by Melissa drew an outpouring of support from across the world, with some countries pledging support in the form of cash, food aid, and rescue teams. On Wednesday, Secretary of State Marco Rubio, little Marco, said the United States sent rescue response teams to areas impacted by the hurricane. Oh, you mean we're not all just running around arresting American citizens for existing? Oh, okay. Well, somebody's doing some good in this government anyway. Thank you for us rescue workers that are doing your job. Over 30 deaths reported in Haiti, Jamaica, and Dominican Republic, not too specific about where. Though Melissa did not directly hit Haiti, the Caribbean's most populous nation, the storm battered the island. Oh yeah, it does say specifically. Haiti has 25 deaths, the poorest of the poor countries, which they're not getting richer today, largely due to floods at Petit Guave, a coastal town about 40 miles west of the capital, where a river burst its banks. Rivers do in a hurricane with sustained rainfall. Jean-Bertrand de Sabrim, the mayor of Petit Guave, told the Associated Press that dozens of homes collapsed in the deluge. People are still trapped under rubble in the area, overwhelming local authorities. Among the dead in Hawaii were at least 10 children. Its disaster management agency said. There are also 12 missing, over 1,000 homes flooded, and nearly 12,000 in emergency shelters. In Jamaica, authorities said floodwaters had washed up 4 bodies in the parish of St. Elizabeth. I'm sad to announce that 4 persons, 3 men and 1 woman, have been confirmed dead by the police of St. Elizabeth. They were discovered after being washed up in the floodwater generated by the hurricane. No deaths were reported in Cuba, but President Miguel Diaz-Canel said the island has suffered severe damage. Before landfall, authorities reported that the storm had already caused 3 deaths in Jamaica, 3 in Haiti, 1 in the DR, the Dominican Republic. Officials in Bermuda were preparing for Hurricane Melissa to pass near it starting Thursday. A hurricane warning is in effect for forecasters warn that preparations should be rushed to completion before tropical storm force winds reach Bermuda. Bermuda gets slammed a lot. I think it's like you can set your clock by hurricanes there, pretty much. Despite being far out to sea, Melissa could still impact beachgoers along the U.S. coast. Ocean swells generated by Melissa are likely to reach the coast of northeastern United States, Atlantic coast Friday, and persist into the weekend. These swells are likely to cause life-threatening surf and rip current conditions. Melissa rapidly intensified last weekend from a tropical storm to a ferocious major hurricane, with sustained winds of 185,000 miles per hour. Jamaican
You're
Prime
making
Minister
me crazy.
mentioned climate change. Right? What's that?
You just said Jamaica, so I said Jamaican me crazy.
Oh, did you get a pun? Did you?
Bonus joke there. Yeah, sorry.
You're just punning me. We're going to update the Prime Minister as this wrap this story up. The Jamaican, ironically, just a month ago, Jamaican Prime Minister Andrew Holness spoke to the United Nations General Assembly about climate change. He's among a group of small islands. I don't know if it's ironically. He was just being right. He's ironically right. Isn't that amazing? He's among a group of small island nation leaders urging global action to reduce emissions and curb the warming of scientists say is causing some hurricanes to intensify more rapidly. Yeah, the Caribbean's supposed to have been cooled off by now. It's 2 degrees warmer than normal. 2 whole degrees. Well, that's nothing. We're talking about Fahrenheit degrees, not them Celsiuses. I don't know what the difference is. But anyway, it's probably actually less if it's Fahrenheit. Either way, that's a lot. So the ocean that should be cold right here, it's almost November, is not cold at all. It is not a distant threat or an academic consideration, Holness said during a September 24th speech. Is a daily reality for small island developing states like Jamaica. How can we develop the rivers getting blown away every hurricane season? Here we go again. That's a hard one, man. I'm just saying, I don't think it's going to stop anytime soon. We don't have a big old... Trump wants to put an atom bomb inside of a hurricane. Let's see what happens with that, right? He's insane. As an ex-post later that day, Holness said, we are living with stronger hurricanes, longer droughts, floods, rising seas, and with most of our economy on the coast, we cannot afford to ignore it. Of course, it does kind of destroy shipping if all the boats are getting smashed around too. So you can't do, fishing and shipping, whatever, but fishing for sure. All right. So there's your story on the update on the death and destruction, another hurricane. And I will repeat, it could have been a lot worse. We are on the anniversary of a hurricane that hit Guatemala and killed 10,000 people. So
you need to always make sure you take it seriously, because then
Honduras.
Yeah, because then you save yourself sadness later, as long as you take it seriously. All right, I've got a joke for you about hurricanes, and it goes like this. What did the hurricane say to the coconut tree?
Hey, coconut tree. No.
Hold on to your nuts. This is going to be one hell of a blowjob.
Oh. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's good.
That's enough. All right. Stop it. Okay.
Oh, you got so excited you turned your camera
Wrong
off.
thing.
All right.